trusted listeners, this is Cambridge Radio, the station that cares for you. Stay tuned for news, update, entertainment, and educative programs. And we are going in for our full bulletin at 4 with me, Linet Afandi. And as we begin, a Nairobi court has summoned the Kamkunji police station OCS after a suspect accused of kidnapping a police officer escaped from the police cell where he had been detained. The senior principal magistrate Kennedy Cheruiyot directed that the OCS appear in court on Tuesday to explain circumstances under which the suspect, identified as Martin Wasike, escaped from the lawful custody. The summons was issued following the request by the lawyer Alfred Nyandieka, representing the family of the police officer. The court was told that the missing suspect, who was being held at Kamkunji police station alongside his co-accused, is not a Kenyan. Wasike, alongside two other suspects, Sharif Wanabwa and Foyab Anido, were charged last week with the offense of kidnapping in order to murder. They allegedly committed the crime on January 19th, 2020 at undisclosed location. On other news, the controversial Eldoret tycoon Mzee Jackson Kibor can now breathe a sigh of relief after he won a court battle against his 6 children over his 2,000-acre piece of land. The court also allowed Mzee Kibor to subject the 6 children to a DNA test before he can allocate them portions of the land. According to the veteran farmer con politician, he did not marry the children's mother, hence he is skeptical about whether they are actually his offspring. He accused them of attempting to sell sections of his 2,000 acres land, as they had done to some of his property in Nairobi and Mombasa. Mzee Kibor also alleged that his life is in danger. Further, he is imploring the government to return his firearm so that he can be able to protect himself and his family. The outspoken farmer's firearm was previously confiscated after he was captured on video pointing it at one of his children during a disagreement over the land. Mzee Kibor stated that he has now donated 10 acres of the land to the government for public or for building of police station. And the Jubilee Party clean up to the Senate is set to continue this week, with Senate Majority Whip Irungu Kangata confirming that the party will be kicking out Tharaka Nithi Senator Kithure Kindiki from the powerful position of Deputy Speaker. Senator Kangata says that the decision was arrived at after Kindiki escaped the State House Parliamentary Group meeting called by the President last week. He says that the process begins from today with the drafting of a motion to oust the Deputy Speaker and will be tabled tomorrow. And meanwhile, sources says that the Uasin Gishu Senator Margaret Kamar will be the Jubilee Party's choice for the position. Laikipia Senator John Kinyua, who also chairs the Senate Devolution Committee, is also targeted for ouster over loyalty questions. And the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC) pulled down the 2017 general election report a day after the publication, following the public uproar over the numerous irregularities. The commission, in a statement released on Sunday, said that a few typographical errors occasioned by massive data were noted. Hence, the document had been recalled and will be re-uploaded and shared in due course. The commission, in a press release signed by the chairman Wafula Chebukati announcing publication of the report on Saturday, stated that the number of voters rose to 19,611,423 in 2017 from 14,388,781 in 2013. Earlier, the report had listed Suba North MP as Noah Odhiambo instead of Millie Odhiambo, who it also said that had vied on an Amani National Congress Party ticket instead of the Orange Democratic Movement Party. And the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union (KMPDU) is crying foul over the withdrawal of the National Health Insurance Fund, that is NHIF, or cover for its members. KMPDU Chair Samuel Okoro says that the move is unreasonable as its members contribute 1,700 shillings every month for the medical cover. The union, which has decried poor working conditions for the frontline healthcare workers, is demanding comprehensive insurance cover in the wake of the threat posed by the coronavirus. The doctors held a briefing even as the government commenced talks with the health workers union to avert the looming strike called by the workers beginning today. Health workers have shelved a nationwide strike as they await the outcome of the negotiation with the Ministry of Health. The union is further calling on the national and county government to address a myriad of the challenges facing its members, including salary delays, stagnation in promotions, poor working conditions, as well as lack of quality and adequate protective gears. And on international news, 2 women in Pakistan have been murdered in a so-called honor killing after a video showing them kissing a man circulated on air. The cousins, aged 22 and 24, were shot and buried on May 14th in a remote village in Pakistan North Waziristan province. Khan said that the father of one of the victims and the other victim's brother were arrested on Sunday and confessed to killing the women. The leaked mobile phone video in which the women appeared is a year old but surfaced on social media this month, sparking that the family eyed and decision to kill the women, said Khan. The footage shows that the young man kissing the 2 women in the lips while a third woman laughed alongside them. And researchers in South Korea report says that indoors fitness classes could provide a route for the spreading coronavirus, as they found evidence that a single intensive dance workshop led to the spread of COVID-19 to 112 different people. The infection aren't recent. The class was held in February and the cases were all identified in March 9th. But the new research offers insight into how the rapidly coronavirus can spread in enclosed spaces. Almost 30 instructors participated in the original workshop held in Cheonan, South Korea. They trained intensively for 4 hours, and while none had symptoms at the time, 8 instructors eventually tested positive for the coronavirus. Continue listening to Cambridge Radio, the station that cares for you, and in a short while we'll be coming to you with sport news.
Cambridge Radio, sauti yasiyekuwa na kauli.
And welcome to Sport. Gor Mahia team manager Jolawi Opodo has rubbished claims that some of their players have been evicted from their residence over non-payment of rent. Jolawi, who was seemingly reluctant to divulge more information on the allegation, said that he is not aware of any player with such complaints, saying that it is the making of the media. Reports indicate that the Ghanaian import John Owusu was locked up in his hotel room for non-payment of accommodation charges by the club, allegation that were drafted by the player in a separate interview. Gor Mahia are between a rock and a hard place, with finances hard to come by. The team has not received the 4 million Kenyan shillings dues from the Kenyan Premium League for winning the crown last term, while efforts to attract a shirt sponsor have hit a brick wall. Also, Premium League clubs must reassure players there will be no repercussions if they are unwilling to risk their health by returning to action during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is according to the former England manager Sam Allardyce. Several players have expressed concern about the league's plan to resume amid the coronavirus outbreak, which has infected more than 4.64 million people globally, causing over 310,200 death. Clubs with hold an emergency meeting later today to vote on a return to the group training as part of the project research, which envisage a resumption in June. Former Chelsea Dr. Eva Carneiro said that players had to be able to make decisions without fear of upsetting their club, particularly their manager. That's all we had for you at 4. And for more news update, be sure to continue listening to Complete Radio, the station that cares for you. Or you can call or text us through 0202411765, or you can join us at every top of the hour for more news update. I am your presenter, Linet Afandi.
You are